Hello everybody, my name is Vesta, and today VESTalks introduce you the very talented Brazilian percussionist and multi-instrumentalist Amoy Ribas. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
And first question I want to ask you, how many instruments actually do you play?
I have so many percussion instruments, and so I'm gonna say more than 100 instruments. Yeah.
How that's possible? And how many instruments including these percussions?
Oh, it's funny to ask. Like many instruments, it's not only to percut, like to hit.
Yeah.
Some is to blow, or some so is to shake, and then it's normally the percussion is the instrument is not specialized, like piano. Piano is a percussion. It's have a strings there and then the hit, so this is a percussion. But this is a special instrument for one guy developed, and so that out of the percussion universe. Yeah. But in this is really percussion instrument,
Is it really?
Yeah.
As well. So okay.
You can say many instruments is percussion, and other instruments is not percussion, but is in the universe of the percussion, because it's a big universe, like the classical universe, the timpano, the marimba, vibraphone, and snare, and then you go to the ethnical percussion, a lot of African percussion, Indian percussion, Cuban, Brazilian, and then it's a lot of instruments in the planet,
right.
All together is a percussion universe. So
it's crazy actually that
it's impossible to play all.
Every culture have their own percussions.
Yeah.
And you trying to play them all.
Once I tried. Once I said, okay, it's just to buy it and study a little bit, find a way to play, and then and that's not like that. It's not like that. You have to learn. You have to understand where this is coming from, where is the original sound of that, and then you understand why they work like that, and then you can take out of this traditional and put in a different places. But in the beginning, it's better to know the original, the meaning of the original sound.
Um dos instrumentos que eu vou mostrar vai ser esse aqui, o caiscais, um instrumento africano. Outro instrumento que eu vou mostrar para vocês também, esse aqui, ó, o pandeiro quadrado. É um instrumento mineiro do norte de Minas, usado no catopê. Espero vocês lá.
Normally I have like some instruments is much easy to me.
Yeah.
I can say like this talent. You say, I don't have a talent. No, talent is when you have something is easy, more easy for you. So then I have some instruments I don't have to play so often to keep the technique. Other instruments I have to play more often to keep the technique.
Yeah, but it's impossible to keep the relationship with all these 100 instruments.
Yeah, impossible. Yeah. Sometimes I have something I want to do with special instruments, and they're not playing so often. So I take like 1 month, 2 months before to play, and then come back. The technique, like tabla, Indian tabla, I play, but it's a long time I don't play. So if someone asks me, oh, I need some tabla in this, okay, so I need to take one and play all days and bring the technique back.
Right. about your solo performance?
Yeah, I began this in Brazil in I think 2012, doing like solo concert and workshop classes to students.
To play all these 100 instruments in the same evening?
Not 100, but many. Like I take the didgeridoo, I take the berimbau, I take congas, take bongo, take batas, take pandeiro, take repinique, surdo, and glass marimba, and many instruments.
Wow.
And then I put all on the stage
Yeah.
and play some music solo, and then I explain the original and the stuff of all these instruments to the student, and try to bring some to try a little bit the easy ones, and then was to connect with the schools, and was doing this for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And many cities of São Paulo, of the state of São Paulo. I was more and more growing the part I play and less explaining it, because I was developing this way of playing solo, you know. And then I started to use some pedals to loop, so, and then I can play one instrument, let the groove, and then play another one, and put together and like build some big groove, you know, with the loop.
Yeah, I never seen that anybody would do this with the drums. So
Yeah.
do you think you first who start doing with percussions?
This loop thing is like is old. Many people are doing loop, but we don't see like really often the out of this guitar and singing. You know, normally people use more for that, you know, to support. You don't have a band, so you loop all and you have bands in the pedal and you sing. And I think loop you can use for different perspective, not to supply something you don't have, more to find new ways of expression.
Right.
So
what the way you did you find?
yeah, and then now I'm doing here in Europe this new project with this solo, and then I'm developing more these possibilities of loop and possibilities of solo concert. But the solo concert is not going to be all looping, but some parts, and trying to connect of the environment, you know, to the vibe of the city and the way the public is. I think Europe is more open for new sounds
Than Brazil?
Yeah, much more. Brazil, normally the people want to listen something they already know.
Yeah.
You know, to listen something they recognize.
Okay.
And
because that culture already absorbed a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't know the reason about that, but this make it harder to do art, you know, because art is, for me, is to challenge the audience, is to go in front, you know, not to stop and be stuck. And then it's hard to do that. And then I was always doing music and trying to not challenge too much, because you have a limit to do that. So okay, make this music and a little bit more, and then to respect the way. But here I see they really want to see new things. They really want to be challenged. They really want to, okay, this I don't know.
To be surprised.
Yeah, to be surprised. And then, okay, new perspective. Okay, so I can do more new ideas, more, and the old ideas from Brazil, like the old rhythmics and stuff, they don't know. So it's new for them anyway.
Right.
So anything I can do here is sound new, and this is new perspective. So I'm developing this like percussion and using xylophone and using voice and all this, but using the sound, acoustic sound, and then processing, you know, going to pedals, some effects, using electronic devices to take the acoustic sound and make a new sound together with the acoustic and trying to find ways of, like, I'm finding a way to make to develop a sentence, you know, to way of saying something to the people with a new voice, my new voice. The improvisation, you know, because if you are everything ready already, you are not connected with the moment. There's a stuck moment. So you have to be open for what is coming, what is the energy of the public and the energy of the place, or you're playing in the open the street, or you're playing the small club, or playing the big club, or playing what kind of audience you have. So this it's not the same concert. You cannot do it like that. Otherwise, you are not connected with the people. So I try to have some liberty, you know, to get this feeling and respond with that. And in R&B solo, it's much easier to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that was what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I can change the order of the songs. I can change the way I loop. I can loop different grooves, different things. I can change the melody. I can do anything. I'm doing only my music, so I can change anything. I can change the way of the music because it's mine. So it's totally free to do whatever I want.
Nice.
Brazilian public we are having a problem with that, you know, like we are losing the public, we are losing the people to enjoy music, not only to entertainment, you know, like I'm going to a concert, but they play, they're going to dance, I'm going to have like a night, but really to stay, to sit and listen music, we are losing a lot of this. It's hard to play.
In Brazil.
Yeah. And here is
more underground culture.
Yeah, here is much easier to get the attention, you know, to really play to someone who's listening, you know. They are really listening what you're doing. They are in the moment listening what you're doing. And I think this is connect with the education, I think, means, because if you good education is connected to this thing, I think. Because not only in Germany, I was playing in Paris like 2 weeks ago, and was really nice too, you know, really people connected, listening, and I'm going to Russia, it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be the same, you know, playing, people really listening, and this is really good.
Maybe because in Brazil it's too much music, so it's overwhelmed. People are just, you know, overwhelmed with music, and they're not able to recognize some new tunes. And here is maybe not too concentrated musical field, so audience maybe even hunger for new ones.
Can be this reason, yeah, because the European don't have the music from here, the classical music, no? This is the music from Europe, and we don't have popular music. They don't have German popular music. Brazil have, you know, so maybe it's that
you think Rammstein is not take this niche? Rammstein band is not taking the niche of pop famous band from
yeah,
Germany.
but it's not really from here. It's coming from different influence, you know, groove and the way is England or American, so it's not really from here. It's the influence of many.
Right.
Yeah, I don't can't say. I'm saying like we have samba from Brazil.
Ethnic.
Yeah, you say ethnic, but yeah, but it's something developed there, you know.
Established.
Yeah, like when you say about the piano, Russian piano, it's clear, you know. You don't have outside influence to say no, this is real. It's
like
growing.
It's
the Russian school and influenced many, like the Cuban music is a lot influence of the piano from Russia. It's crazy that, but it's really strong this in Cuba.
Really?
Yeah, it's really strong.
You mean in Cuba a lot of musicians?
Yeah, the good piano players from... Yeah, a lot. The Cuban piano players, they are really good because of the Russian school.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is something, you know, this is really from Russia, pa.
Yeah.
And samba, it is really from Brazil, pa. You know, it's different to say a pop music coming from Germany is not.
Okay.
You know.
How that happens? That you was fighting for the saving the Amazon region?
As you say about Belo Monte, you know, Belo Monte is an area, have a lot of Indians living there, and they are wanting to build
Like recreation. There was the original.
Yeah, original from the beginning of the beginning, you know, the first of the first. And they are there, still there.
And what happened to them?
They are trying to move all that. They are doing that already, you know, like 2 years ago. They are already doing that, taking all the Indians out and cutting these trees and to make this electrical
Station
with the water. And it's a big shit this, because we have another options to electricity, you know. We have the wind. In Germany, I saw this a lot. When you are traveling in Germany, you see a lot of this wind generator, you know, this. And we have a lot of space in Brazil to do that. We have many options. But the thing is, to build this mega, gigantic thing is a lot of money, you know. So the politics, they have the contract with big companies to do that, and they don't want to do the cheap and easy energy way. They want
free.
And free. They want to make a big thing and take all the Indians out, and this is a big shit. And there was like many parts of the planet was trying to help us to do a change with that, but we don't have the strength.
How many people in Brazil came to this protest?
A lot. We have like in the Avenida Paulista in São Paulo was full, really full, trying to fight this, really trying to make some noise. But in Brazil we have a lot of natures, we have a lot of trees, and some people think, we have a lot, we don't need all.
We don't need to save
you can
them.
cut some, you're not going to make a difference. And they say, you see that it's United States, they kill all the Indians, they cut all the trees, so that's a big example, this is smart to do. And say, what? It's like, this is shit. But
So what happened when you came to the protest, actually?
we was there making noise, but we don't have effect. I was doing this many times, and we have support from some big stars from the music and from the cinema, and they are trying to support.
Give me some names.
Sting was supporting, the director from this Titanic guy. What is the name of the guy? Forgot this. He was a really big name. He was trying to help too, but they always say, no, you don't know about our country. Don't try to say something about my country because you don't know nothing. This is intern stuff, and yeah. But this is a problem around the world, the big companies is controlling everything. It's controlling the politics for everything, for oil, for land, for
nature.
So this is the shit's happening in Brazil, but have a lot of shit happening in many parts. Imagine what is happening in Africa. The control there is much worse, I think. A lot of trees are cutting, and many things happening in Africa, I think. We don't know. That's the thing, we don't know.
What are you gonna play now?
So we're gonna play Between Rivers, Entre Rios. So this song, I write it to the city of São Paulo, to remind the people that São Paulo is a city between rivers. So you have like these two big rivers crossing the city, and they are trash now. For a long time we are throwing a lot of trash, a lot of garbage in the river, and they are dead. So in the beginning of the river, it's still a river, but when it's going to the city, and a lot of this trash is there, we don't call anymore a river. We call marginais. This is a marginal Pinheiros, and this is a marginal Tietê. But the truth is, they are rivers. So this is the idea, to remind the city we live in the city between rivers.